Now, I want to call your attention to the fact that in this fifth seal here, the first seal was, in the first seal you had white horses going for it, a white horse going for it, the riders not revealed, and he had a bow, which is a sign of a covenant. Bow in the Bible is always a sign of a covenant. God told Noah, I have set a bow in the heavens to come between me and thee. And then this is a covenant, a war of peace. There's no arrows, a bow without arrows. A covenant among the nations for peace, and that's exactly what we're on the verge of right now, in which the whole human family is going to declare peace and safety, and then hell is going to break loose. When he opened the second seal, there went forth a red horse, and power was given him to set thereon to take peace from the earth. And men shall kill one another. Not only will every nation be against each other, but they'll get down to revolutionary activity, and they shall kill one another. Come on, read that closely. Then when he opens the third seal, there went forth the pale horse, and power was given him to sit thereon to kill with he had a pair of balance in his hands, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts, which is Christ, saying, a measure of wheat or penny and tea, see thou touch not the oil of the wine. The luxuries of life, are going to be plenty of them, but the bread substance is going to be scarce. Food is going to become very scarce after you have your war in the Middle East, and you have a revolution that follows that. Food is going to get very, very, very scarce, and the world is going to almost be on the verge of starvation. And that picture is given us here in this third seal, the fourth seal. I mean. Then when he opens the fourth seal, the rider has the power to kill with hunger. They can forbid you to buy and sell unless you have the mark of the beast, or the number of the mark, or the number of his name. You bring back, restore the economical structure of society. You bring about a solution, they claim, for the economical problems and to keep the world from starvation because of the international plight of nations that's occurred as a result of the war in the Middle East. The economy of the whole world is going to crumble apart after the war with communism, and after that economical disaster that's going to happen in nature, then the whole world's going to know which way to turn, and they're going to create a new economical program, the Beast Kingdom. And this Beast Kingdom is coming out of these four seals show you how the Beast Kingdom comes into power. These four seals reveal how it comes into power. Comes into power with a peace program. Comes into power with as a result of a war. He comes into power by a revolutionary activity in every nation on earth. Internal strife in every country on earth. He comes into power by a new economical solution for the problems of the human family. This is how he comes into power. And when these that are put to death by the Beast Kingdom, they cannot buy, because he has the power to kill with hunger and with death and with sword. Read that closely enough. He has authority over the economical and political structure of every government on earth. And they kill with hunger, and these that are killed are not the church. They are not the church, because the church has already been raptured away. When they are killed, they are in heaven, and the vision is seen in heaven there. And when they're under the altar, those under the altar had white robes also in the 5th chapter, and they certainly were the saints of God, because they prayed, they sang a new song, "O'er the throne, o'er the Lamb, sing, worthy art thou to take the book, and loose the seals thereof, because thou hast redeemed us by thine own blood out of every nation, kindred, tongue, and nation." Come on. They have been redeemed by the blood. Being redeemed saints by the blood, and they're from all kindred, tongue, and nations. They're Gentiles, therefore the church. Then these that are put to death on earth are the tribulation saints. They're the gleanings of the rapture, of the resurrection. You had Christ, the first fruits. Then you had the regular harvest at the rapture. Then you have the gleanings that's left over. These that are left over, these saints put to death for the cause of Jesus Christ during the tribulation period. They're tribulation saints. And when the beast kingdom it makes war with them and tries to destroy them, in the very next verses they pray, "O Lord, how long dost thou not revenge our blood?" That prayer is sealed up in the 8th chapter. It's a censer, and that's sealed up, and they mix it with the fire of the altar and cast it to the earth, and the judgment of God comes on planet Earth. But let me call your attention to the effect of the judgment of God. These saints were given white robes, and white robes are, the Bible tells you that white robes which sort to the righteousness of saints. Revelation 19 and verse 8. Read it. These are given white robes and told to wait till their fellow servant is slain. And then, my brother, judgment is to fall. And when he opens the 6th seal, judgment falls. Come on. When he opens the 6th seal, the sun became as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. I had the privilege by Sherman Cooper, U.S. Senator of the state of Kentucky, to go out and with him and watch him explode a hydrogen bomb, an atom bomb. And the very sun itself was darkened by the effect of that explosion. When we had our glasses on, it became darkened in spite of the effect of our glasses. And everything around about us became darkened. And then, my brother, when we really finally lifted up our eyes, I want to let you know that everything around about us became red, like a red glow. The sun was darkened, the moon became as blood, and the stars fell from heaven as a fig tree that casts untimely fin. The atmosphere above us is going to be affected by the foolishness of man in the last hours of history. I want to inform you right now, cosmic radiation from outer space is going to enter this orbit. Oh, when I think of this modern Earth Day program, this program of Earth Day, a bunch of people that are running all over the country, scared to death, afraid the the factories and industrial life of this nation are going to destroy this country. They don't know what's hurting the atmosphere. They don't know why they've got the holes, my brother, in the A zones. They don't know why this is happening. But I want to tell you that man is going to explode hydrogen bombs and blow big gaps in this blanket of air that protects man on society, on planet Earth. The stars are going to fall from heaven as a fig tree that cast untimely fig. And the heaven disparted as what? A scroll. And every isle and every mountain, notice the effect of it. Every isle and every mountain were moved out of their place. Devastating destruction. Revelation 19:16 tells you the cities of the nations fell. Every city on earth is going to crumble. The mountains are going to be moved. The earth is going to be shaken. And the stars are going to fall. The constellations are going to be moved. And everything in nature is going to be defiled. Come on. What's going to happen to man on planet Earth? Listen at it now. And the kings, the rulers of planet Earth, the men who could sit at the table and talk about diplomatic affairs like it was just a homespun problem. Come on.